And if you are one of those people that skipped from 1 to 3 and went right to the finishing results, I'm with you. I'm kind of that person. I want to see how the results turned out before I waste all that time seeing how the process went. Except I learned a whole lot from the process. I am going to share that. What I decided to do when sharing the glazes and the results is I want to lay out the chip with the actual bottle in front of it so you can see what I did in actual pictures. I'm going to make a slideshow of it, and I'll narrate as I go along. I'll do that as I edit. We'll see how good that turns out. Anyway, this I wanted to share with you real quick is my glaze wall. I am going to be putting my glazes up here, and not all the chips will be the same because I really didn't want to duplicate myself. I didn't want to make, you know, the same glaze chips over and over if I already had them. So once I get them out of the kiln, I've seen them. Once I get them out of the kiln and I get them sorted by color, I'll put them up here and I'll share a picture. This is also going to go up 4 higher than what you're seeing right here. So I'm real excited to see, have those there for me when I actually do what I am right now dying to do. I miss my clay so much. I have not had a chance to even do any clay work, and I'm kind of just biting my fingers. I want to get to playing. So hope you guys enjoy the results. I'm going to be totally real on here. Some of them worked, some of them didn't. And you know what? That's the whole point of a test, right? I learned a huge lesson. A lot of time I spent on them, but I learned a huge lesson, and I'll share that as I go along. So hope you guys enjoy.
My goal was to mix the glazes that I already had and see what kind of results I can get. I made the quickest form of chip that I could use, and also try to use a singular chip for as many purposes as I possibly could. What I didn't anticipate though was the condition of the glazes when I started. A lot of them needed to have water added, and there really isn't a rule that I could go by to say how much water should I add to these glazes. Most of the ones you're seeing here I had to add water to, and I had to remix up and reblend. So some of the results I got were dependent on the fact that here you see the chips right now. Some of them look fine, they look great, and here's the end result, and I'll show those again at the end. So here's what happened with each chip. This is an example of a tint and a shade. The tint is on the left, the regular color's in the center, and the shading is on the right. I already had test chips for these ones, but I did 50-50, so I added half color and half white and half color and half black. What happened was, I think the black I should have done in a quarter, because you notice that there hasn't been really any changes to the colors on the right in the black column. The bottom line is the tints seemed to come out the correct color. The shades had a little too much black, and I didn't get the results I wanted. This pink had a serious problem. When it was mixed with the white tint, it turned out fine, but the regular and the shade colors were mottled because I don't believe that there was enough water inside the glaze, or else it was applied too thick. But that was a big lesson learned, and this was not the only chip that it happened to. This was my only color mixing of the Celebration glazes. I mixed these two together because I thought they would look the best, and to be quite honest, it really looks like the Clementine glaze that you already saw. So there's really no need for me to mix the colors in this family of glazes from Amaco. Next family colors from Amaco are the Potter's Choice. I really enjoyed mixing these together. I got some really neat results. That oatmeal on the left that you're looking at had a big challenge like the pink. It came out mottled, and I believe there wasn't enough water. So you'll see the results are not accurate, except that I like the color that it turned out to be. So I may go back and remix those again, adding a little bit more water to that oatmeal color. The next family of colors would be the Spectrum line. There's Textured Oasis. I love these colors so much. I got some interesting combinations. Some of them you really can't tell the difference, but I do like the colors that I got out of mixing these. Some of these also needed to have some test tiles. I didn't have test tiles for all of these glazes, but I really like this family of colors, so I may give them another mix in the future, but for what I got from this, I'm pretty happy. I did have some special testing I wanted to do. I had some Speedball. Here we go. We have a bright white and the the royal blue. I also had some Duncan Renaissance glazes, and these turned out great. I love the combinations that I got with these. Needed to run a couple more test tiles I didn't have as samples. I did that, and also this right here is Laguna. I like the layering right over the black. That turned out really great, and this is also a tint and a shade.
Okay, these are my tints and shades that I added together. I had the tinting on the left and the shading on the right, and I mixed them together and I put them on the back of those tint shade test tiles.
Here are the results. It's incredible. This is actually all the tints and shades and glazes put on the back as a wash. This test alone was worth the entire investment of time, because I do a lot of washes and I've always wanted to know this information more than anything. So anyway, huge help. So here you have it. Here's the before. Someone asked me what the big deal was about testing colors in glazing, and I said, because if you look at a sample like this, if you paint this, you're going to think you're getting a totally different color. You do not know until the fire has hit it, and sometimes it's different every time. But this is the results that I got. You can see the chips that are modeled. You can see the ones that are going to need a little bit of work, going back and retesting those. But I really am happy with the majority of the results. The shading I wish went a little bit better. The tinting, I got exactly what I wanted to know, and the most important one were the washes that were on the back. So I feel it was a success, and I'm glad I invested the time to go ahead and experiment and try something new.
Well, that is it. Hope you guys enjoyed the results. Some of them I loved, some of them I didn't love, as you heard. What I needed to know from this project, this 4-week project, was the results. You know, opening that kiln was the exact reason why I did the project to begin with. It is not for my love of glazing. As some of you know, glazing is my least favorite thing to do. Painting is my least favorite thing to do. But I needed to know what glazes I had, and I still have 100 more to go. So as I go along, I am going to test, and that is something I learned from this, is I need to be testing my glazes all the time. Every time I do a glaze firing, I need to have test chips in there of what I want to know for the future. So I did learn quite a lot from this experiment, just a whole lot. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give me your comments below, tell me what you think, and I'd so appreciate it. Some of you may be wondering what's up next for Tammy Jo Shop at Hobby Potter. And that is a show that is coming up in October. I have done 0 for this show in October, so you're going to get to see the process of someone creating pieces for a show that has never created pieces specifically for a show. Now, the 365 project was easy. It was a cup a day for a year, and you know, it was easy because it was a no-brainer. I didn't have to really think of anything except the cups themselves, and they were all going to be shown in the gallery. Well, now I'm doing a show with Nicole Slater, who is she does beautiful acrylics and oil paintings, and just great. So we're doing a joint show, and it's about opposites. Some of you know I started pottery, if you've been watching me for any length of time. I started it because I wanted to throw on the wheel, and that was it. I did not want to do the hand building classes that they make you take before you learn to throw on the wheel. I just wanted to throw, so that's what I did. And then I went back to hand building. I have 2 loves. I cannot even tell you. I didn't even want to touch it at first, and now I can't. I want to do it all the time. I lay in bed at night and I think about it. I don't know if any of you do that, but I think about coming out here at like 10 o'clock at night to start working on my table and start doing some stuff. So you'll get to see the show from beginning to end. Hope you come and see it. It's actually here in Modesto, California, and excited to do it with Nicole. All right, side note. Nicole's Art Loft, it's where she does her painting, her art studio, whatever you want to call it. It's an artist's loft. She gives lessons and things, but she has decorated this thing beyond belief, and I am going to sneak. She doesn't even know it. Well, she'll know when she watches the video, Nicole. I'm going to take my video over to her artist loft and give you a really quick tour over there, because it is amazing. It is an artist's dream. A ceramic artist couldn't have something like that, but definitely something I'd love to be able to maintain and do this very messy craft. You know what I'm saying? It's just adorable. You'll have to see it. So, hope you guys enjoyed this series. Hope you learned something from it. I guess I will see you in a couple weeks with some brand new videos and a brand new project that I'll announce on my Hobby Potter page. Thanks for watching.